distractions.
Good,
No
because I
distractions
need
on this
more.
episode.
Send
This is
them
a
over here.
distractionless episode.
Distraction free.
No distractions.
Not quite. I'm totally distracted right now. Chatting with people from work.
Okay. Some synonyms for distraction.
Yeah, could you look that up, please, Willow?
Yeah.
Just Google thesaurus distractions.
Oh,
Antonyms for distraction.
there's like a disturbance. That's one of them.
No disturbances, which
Now, we're pro disturbance, but not pro distraction.
Right.
I definitely have
pro-disturb.
disturbances.
Diversion. I've got
Diversion.
those.
Nice. This is the first episode we've ever recorded this early, and this is going to have a totally different vibe. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's a different. It's
Everyone's
not a
gonna
late
be
night vibe anymore.
Sober, stressed out,
Collected.
Very
Oh,
sober.
cool.
Yeah.
Extremely sober.
super
Well,
sober.
Actually,
Ashley's just in the background, not on the episode, but here, like just hanging out in Matt's bed. Just so
just
funny.
kind of napping.
He's just
back there.
sleeping. He's just napping.
It's too
Nap
early.
week.
Ashley needed that couple of hours that we normally have before the show for rest.
Yeah.
And sorry, Ashley. Next time we'll move it back again to the 10 o'clock hour. I tried to open the show notes and started typing Ashley because I'm very distracted. My brain is fried.
Yeah, we got some good ones. I've been putting them in there throughout the week. I think a lot happened this week.
There's a lot of shit going on. Let's talk about the one that's probably already old news by the time this comes out. And because we need to get it out of the way, I'm sure nobody wants to talk about it at all. But I guess Elon Musk was brought on stage for Dave Chappelle's show, which is just feels like a made up, headline. It just doesn't feel like it feels
Too
like
on the
reality.
nose,
Reality is
Too
just
on the nose.
trolling us now. The reality is just like, yeah, you guys, y'all are gonna eat this up. Trust me, this really happened.
Yeah, I love that he my favorite was it's funny that he got booed, and I watched the video and it was just kind of like what you'd expect, like if you brought fucking Elon Musk on stage somewhere, where there are just like some reasonable people in the audience. But I love that he tweeted it was actually 90% cheers and 10% boos, except for during quiet parts. What the fuck, dude? Do you know how bad that looks? That's rule number one of you're online 24/7. The number one rule is don't post that after you get dunked on.
I think if you're getting 10% booze, you're still doing a bad job.
Yes,
right?
right.
10%.
You want 0%
booze.
booze.
Right.
Yeah.
I like how
It's a lot of shrinkage.
I enjoyed how people did point out that he posted it at 4:30 a.m. Local time for him, which is a very Trump type move. It's a 3 a.m. rant or something. It's just it's actually it's a poster energy to be envied. I'm not gonna lie, but not for this particular subject.
Right. Yeah. Don't stay up all night airing your grievances. I think that's the only thing you shouldn't be doing as a poster.
Yeah, definitely don't stay up all night sweating the fact that you went on stage with Dave Chappelle and you bombed and didn't tell any jokes and you still bombed.
My next favorite post from this series of things that happened after the booing was him saying that he the woke mind virus needs to be destroyed or nothing else matters.
Right.
It's such an incredible glimpse into his psyche, they booed me. That's the woke mind virus. Everything else, the world is going to be destroyed if we don't stamp out the people that booed me. I mean, the woke mind virus. It's the most insane, transparently idiotic thing you could imagine.
For sure.
I just don't. I'm trying to imagine what the transition is like. It's not a midlife crisis. It's something much, much worse that rich dudes go through, where they become more obstinately terrible. They're no, I'm right. I have so much money. I am fucking right. I'm going to keep being worse. Like, I have to.
It's the divorced dad syndrome that you just automatically get that if you're a man and you're really rich. Like, it doesn't matter if you're divorced or whatever. Like, nothing else matters. You just get that because there's like you're like basically divorced from the world, right?
It's not even one of those fun divorced dads like Robin Williams. He's just gonna like try to be with his kids and dress in drag.
This is that Smashing Pumpkins song, right? The world is your ex-wife.
Yeah.
Exactly what it is.
Sorry, I won't do my Billy Corgin impression for you all. I don't actually have one, but I do now, I guess.
I think you do. Yeah, I think that qualifies.
Needed to be a little more nasally, right? It was a little too Hulk Hogan.
A little more nasally and a little more rasp, and you would have nailed it perfectly.
Why don't we go around the room and each one at a time try to sound like Billy Corgin?
Nice. I like this. Actually, do this. This sounds fun.
Okay.
Kim, you should start since you suggested it. You have to set the bar.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm in the mood for these kinds of antics tonight.
She just wants to like make everyone else do it.
I guess
I'll be the judge.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Let's see. Is it the world is your ex-wife? Is that what we're
Yeah,
going
let's go
with?
with that. That's a very Elon Kanye vibe.
The world. No.
Not quite. A SpongeBob thing going on there.
The Smashing Pumpkins fronted by SpongeBob is something I didn't know I needed.
The world is your no. I can't do it, you guys. I can't do it. I shouldn't have started a bit that I couldn't finish.
Yeah,
Corginless woman. Okay,
well, bit off more
just
Smashing Pumpkin than you can chew.
Like the rest
without
of us.
a cork.
Willa, do you think? Yeah, Willa's usually got some good impressions. Would you be willing to try?
She's a sleeper.
I'm realizing now though that like him saying that part of the song is like the least Billy Corgan he's ever sounded because he almost sounds kind of cool, right? Because he's like he's a little low, he's like lower, he's like as low as he can go. The world is a vampire.
Oh, really? Okay.
You know, and then he goes up
that's true.
later with his like
back up,
But say it as ex-wife.
You know,
they're killing me. That'd be a better one. That's full corn.
Yeah. I used to be a little boy.
Nice. That's pretty good.
Oh,
Then
yeah.
So trans jokes.
I don't know. Speaking of David Chappelle.
Amazing.
Speaking of Dave Chappelle.
Well, we have any more juice in this topic, guys? You want to get my
No, I definitely
Matt, do you want to
I don't have a Corgan. I don't
set
have
it
a
up and
Corgan
drive it home. Try it out, Matt. Come on.
Okay. 1975.
Billy.
Is it 1975?
We got our Billy.
1979, right?
1979, yeah.
Your Corgan was, I felt like a little more sassy than
it was a little sassy. Okay.
When Maddie Healy when Maddie Healy gets in a Diana type paparazzi crash, Elton John will do his Billy Corgan impression. Bear with me. And he will change it to 1975.
Fuck out.
It'll be the most beautiful, the highest selling single in UK history.
Kim, what are you sipping on tonight? It looks like gum. Am I wrong? Are those gummy vitamins?
Are they
CBD gummies?
Yeah, I picked up a little drug habit over since the last time I've been on the podcast. You guys.
Oh wow!
Well, I got these shades on. I don't know.
This explains the new job and everything.
Anything I can get my hands on, really. I'm chewing them. I'm snuffing them.
Be careful. Facebook will ban you for talking about that. Just so you know. Yeah. One time I made a meme that just said it was a bottle of Tylenol, and I just changed all the words, and it just said peels. That was it. Peels. That's how you say that word too, for the record. Not pills. Get the fuck out of here with that. It's
peels.
But yeah, it just said peels. That was the funniest part. Is that I got a ban. I got my monetization taken away because I posted a bottle of Tylenol that said peels, and the rest of the stuff just said, I really don't know what this is. I guess it's some peels or something. And they said that I posted, drugs, and took me down. So Kim, please don't pose with any of these. Especially on your nose. Careful. That's very implicative.
We can't. If you get into any of the thumbnails, our SEO is gonna
It's my bad, you guys. It's my bad. I actually had
We know the album art for this week.
been in a bad way, you guys. Been in a bad way. I actually had a near-death experience recently.
Oh my god.
Are you okay?
What happened?
Well, we don't got to talk about what happened. It's not worth the particulars aren't worth deconstructing necessarily.
Okay.
So don't try to guess.
I'm just worried about you. That's all.
Yeah.
It's
You
all
look like
good.
a mess.
Well, you
No, I
guys,
think she's
Yeah,
pretty
he looks
good.
fucking.
I'm not trying to enable anything, but
yeah. Well, I mean, I like what drugs have done to me. It really slimmed me down. So
Yeah, you look
Are you
fucking
getting, like,
cool as hell, dude.
300% of your daily vitamin B, C, E,
I
calcium.
fucking zooted off the zinc all day long these days.
Yeah, doctors are always saying that no one gets enough zinc.
They're always saying
They are
this.
saying that. They are saying that. Anyway. I just wanted to let you guys know. I'm kind of quitting comedy. I'm kind of putting comedy behind me. I'm not doing that the whole thing anymore.
What?
Oh, shit.
Why?
Because
Well,
of the
it's
near-death
Because of the near-death experience.
Just you don't feel funny anymore, or
I just
Did it
don't
awaken
think,
something in you?
I just don't think there's anything to laugh about anymore.
life is
you
too
know?
dark? I get
I'm
it.
I'm
Okay.
retiring the Kim Bertrand character. I'm coming to you guys tonight. I'm not in character. You guys, most of you know this, but
I must have been fully inundated in the kayfabe. I thought you were Kim Bertrand. Who is the real? If that's a character, then who am I talking to?
no offense, Phil, but Kim Bertrand, what a ridiculous name. Of course, my name is Bim Kertrand, of course.
Of course.
Or Bim Kertrand, right?
Yeah,
Classic spooner it's a, like dyslexia, but spoonexia.
Hidden
is
in
what I
plain
have.
sight kind of thing.
yeah.
Happens.
Well, dramatic poetry is my thing now. I've switched it up.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, do you have like a poem that you could read us? I've never heard any poetry from you. I'd be really curious to hear some.
Let's hear something.
Kind of a reverse.
If that's-
Yeah. I mean, I wrote a cautionary poem. Something like
Oh, great.
so nobody will ever have to suffer. The way that I've suffered. It's like there's something to be printed in books and like read aloud in schools and
Wow.
read by parents to their children at bedtime, just to kind of spread the word. Raise awareness and
That really applies
That's
for
all.
me. I can't wait to. I'm gonna kind of turn on the transcription. I'll read this to Goldie later for bedtime.
Oh yeah. It's a very, very child appropriate, timeless morals and.
That's what I figured. I mean, that sounds like a
It's
Bimberly.
It's also very plungingly deep and very, very depressing, very sad, just cutting on every level.
Okay, all right.
So I guess I could.
Let's have it. Lay it on us.
Yeah.
So this is
ready.
all right.
I don't know if I am, Matt.
All right.
I'm trying.
Oh, you might want to put on the
Putting on the brave
music.
face.
Put on the
I'm
music.
gonna mute my. I'm gonna mute mine for this, but go ahead. I'll
I
just
don't want to
make
get the sobbing. If they're sobbing, I don't want it to catch.
You're all going to be muted for this, yeah.
just
that's-
me. Everyone else, but I'll still pretend like 'cause I understand.
That's
what
good.
you're
If I still cared about comedy, I might be upset to have one last laugh, but I don't care
Yeah,
about
no
that
way.
kind of thing.
Oh no,
anymore.
my mic will
No,
still
that's
be
the
on.
last
I'll
thing you
laugh.
would
I
want
just
now.
won't. I'm not going to hear what you're saying. Is what
Oh,
I'm
you're not
gonna
going to hear
turn
it.
my
Okay.
headphones off,
Oh,
just because
sure.
I can't
Sure.
handle any more depressing content.
And this is pretty depressing, so I don't want to depress
Okay.
you. fella.
Yeah, I'll just turn them off. But
I
go
love to be
for it.
depressed, so go ahead.
All right.
I promise I
well,
won't laugh at the wrong time or anything.
Well, there's no laughs in this. No laughs at all. This is called it's called One at a Time by Billy Corgin.
Okay.
Okay. All my life, I have looked for meaning. Got hooked on the high of evoking that certain feeling. But I choked one night and nearly died. I choked
Sorry, I couldn't
one
hear you.
night I choked one night and nearly died. I tried to swallow a bundle of bunless beef, 3 logs of meat that produced no skeet. I saw my life flash before my eyes. All the things they tell me when I was still alive. You're no longer welcome in the TJ Maxx. What kind of person lays a butt loaf between the coat racks? What kind of world is so cruel to a girl like me? I just wanted to eat 3 hot dogs at once. Now I'm meeting the Reaper, and he's low-key kinda hot. He looks like an emaciated Terry O'Quinn from Lost. I say, what's under that frock, fuckable John Locke? I ask to bone his bony ass and sexually harass him till he's gone. I awaken, come to on the floor. I look down at my juicy, soaked drawers. Looks like I came, too. I'll no longer wallow, I'll just save you the strife. Eat one hot dog at a time. The thrill of the swallow isn't worth your life. So that's it. That's one at a time.
That was really intense.
Yeah,
It was almost
incredible.
too intense. But
Yeah,
Let's turn my headphones
such
back
a
on.
mix of reactions. I just didn't quite know how to feel. It was so intense.
Mhm.
How soon after the incident in TJ Maxx did you write this?
That was this
Oh.
morning.
Okay,
This
so was
morning,
it directly after? Like you came to, and then you.
Well, it's yeah. So like, all right. So I guess if I'm walking through my day, all right, then yeah, I took a shit between the coat racks and the TJ Maxx, but it's because they wouldn't allow one person at a time in the bathroom. They don't allow you to bring merchandise in there, and I didn't want to leave it because it gets snotched right up by these women around here. They're vicious.
TJ
So
Maxx.
so I went home and I would say it worked up kind of an appetite, cleared some room earlier, and I that's cat's out of the bag, I guess. If you want to really like deconstruct it, it's kind of trying to leave it up to interpretation. But I did choke on 3 hot dogs. That was about 25 minutes ago, and then I guess I jumped on here.
Wow.
So that catches
Gotcha.
you guys up.
Beverly Kertrand,
So
everyone.
raw.
This is
It's like if it was, if you were still a comedian, you could at this point you could be like the next Tig Notaro, basically.
You think so, Willow?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think you'd
so.
have like an Amazon Prime series.
I love Tig Notaro, one of my favorite PBS shows. Isn't that based off Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood?
All I know is Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood is based.
Daniel Tig
Yeah.
Notaro. No, wait, that's something else. My fault. I got Willow at that one. That's all that matters. Well, Kim, what's next? I mean, this is a whole new era for you.
And what Willow was saying, she was saying I could have an Amazon Prime spec. You think I could be successful at the comedy thing, Willow?
I mean, if you came out of that so fresh, if
Mixed
that
reaction.
beautiful poem had been, like a set where you just
Right.
came out and you
A
said
rhyming set of sorts.
listen, everybody, not 20 minutes ago, I kid you not, I choked on 3 hot dogs.
Uh-huh.
And then, by the time you get to the part where you're shitting in between the racks,
Having the
everybody's
palm of your
fucking-
hand.
Yeah, exactly. And it's no longer about getting the
yeah.
laugh, but you do anyway. And that's why it
Wow.
feels so good.
The fact
Right.
that you don't want the laugh is what makes it so funny.
Right.
I think maybe you guys are onto something. Maybe maybe I'm done with this being this whole thing. It's time I bring back the old character. What do you
Really?
What do you guys think? Huh?
I think
Wow.
I think the world needs Kimberly Bertrand.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Hey, what's
Yeah.
Hey, guys? How's it going? Hey,
There she is.
Seen this? Hey,
Welcome
hey,
back.
yes, yeah, I've heard about it. All right, hey guys, what's up?
This is
Hey,
cool. We just went through a whole arc with you.
Yeah, it's a
Like
very
live on the
succinct arc.
show?
Just trying to squeeze this little arc between the the rest of the show.
Are the hot dogs still there, on the ground or anything? Did you-
Yeah, those are for myself for later.
Okay. Okay.
We don't gotta get into that, but yeah, I guess I'm gonna throw away these zinc pills. Jesus Christ, it's time to.
I like this.
yeah, that
I like to
that
see
shit.
this.
That shit's no funny at all.
Well, speaking of liking to see things, did y'all hear about this? Apparently, nuclear fusion is actually a real thing that these scientists were able to create a nuclear fusion reaction that created more energy than it required to create the reaction. So, which that means that if they can continue on this route, we could have endless free energy. I mean, this has changed the whole world. The amount of Shrek porn that I could generate on a server somewhere.
Imagine the amount of Bitcoins and NFTs you could generate.
Oh my God.
Incredible.
Oh, yeah.
Revolutionary.
Topical.
Here,
Yeah.
endless amount.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do y'all feel about this? What would you do if you woke up tomorrow and you had no energy bills whatsoever? You could travel for free. You could power your whole house for free. You could, get sucked off by a robot for free.
How is
It's
this going to
powered by
affect
Now we're
hot dog
talking.
prices?
How's it affecting Bitcoin prices?
Hot dog prices, I said. But I guess if you want to go, Bitcoin though. Yeah, it could be.
No, but the hot dog price. So, do you guys remember there was a story about the Costco CEO who demanded? He told his subordinates, "I will fucking kill you if you don't keep the hot dog at $1 or something like that."
I'll never
then-
forget that man. Yeah,
He beheaded somebody.
Hero.
He needed. This is what he needed. If he had an endless free supply of energy, hot dog production would be so low.
For sure.
You could produce thousands of hot dogs. I mean, you'd need the meat, which is a different story. But eventually, we could probably. What if we got the? What's this shit on the Star Trek where they and the food just comes out?
Congomulator. Yeah, the thing where they make any food you the food maker. Yeah. The space easy bake oven thing. Yeah.
Where like
Whirlpool
Adam
combobulator.
creates it, like 3D prints the food and then you just eat it.
All right. Well, if you had such a machine, everybody, what would you print on it? What would be like, the first thing you made?
For me, it'd definitely be a corn dog for sure. Like gourmet style. Like it would have to be long and I would say like tempura battered. Can you imagine? Imagine like Patrick Stewart. Computer, corn dog, 12-inch tempura batter fried. I can't do it.
12
Panko crusted corn dog.
Earl Grey tea, hot. That's in the batter.
Two very different answers, by the way. Phil, corn dog, and then Matt, I think, said a robot that sucks you off.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that.
Can you do that?
Count?
I don't know if that's generated. It'd have to be an edible robot that sucks you off.
Okay, an edible
Right.
robot that sucks me off.
Can you generate like a gelatin mold shaped like a mouth and then you could just.
Just fuck the gelatin.
I'm not picky, so whatever.
Sounds nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, gelatin mouth.
Maybe some
that
pineapples or
pulsates, maybe, I don't know.
fruit in it. A little bit of.
As long as I can eat it after I'm done, I'm good.
Oh, of course. You fellas ever fuck a Jello?
Not yet. No, I haven't. I want to.
You fellas ever fuck Jello? I like that.
Yeah.
No, I haven't yet. But now that you mention it, I am very curious.
I feel like, did that get a laugh from a very sleepy Ashley behind you there?
Yeah.
It did. That's the best laugh. from
Ashley,
someone
wake
who's
up.
half asleep.
If you yell loud enough, Matt's headphones, she'll hear it and will
Actually,
damage
hear
Matt's
the-
hearing at the same time.
Yeah, we'll see. The
Two for one,
headphones will
really.
sort of like they'll sort of like pop off a little bit and shake around with the volume.
They got big diet root beer, actually. That's what I would make.
A
Well, I
big
thought we could-
diet root beer.
Yeah, diet root beer.
You wouldn't get like a regular root beer that just like miraculously has no sugar in it. You'd specifically want like
I'm not. This is was this a
Aspartame?
fantasy world? No, I'm making diet root beer. I'm realistic here.
you can
Okay.
get any food you want, and yet the food that you're getting is a big aspartame root beer product.
Yes.
Computer, aspartame.
Hot.
Give me a hot
Earl
diet
Grey
root beer, please.
aspartame.
Boil me up some diet root beer. Computer.
Phenylketonuria.
Make it so.
Yeah,
Well.
I'd
Willa, have you told us what you would replicate yet? I don't know.
I would like want something that was like looked gross, but it wasn't gross. You know,
Ooh.
like diarrhea made out of chocolate, or like like
Just always seeing Willow eating a vat of diarrhea that's delicious.
the
She
like
was-
the
she
gag.
loves it. I don't
the
agree.
gag would never get old, or like like a big sort of like a big jar of lemonade that has a little toy in it, a little
A little toy in it.
My Little Pony
Oh,
you know.
jar. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
So is
delicious.
that the workaround here? Can you technically get anything you want as long as there's a food element to it?
Yeah,
That's the
absolutely.
hack
Like
there,
if you need a pencil to write with to like write, on
You get, like,
a
a
note
working
about how
gun.
the machine and
pastry.
the ship is trying to kill you, like you could get
Oh,
it to make
shit.
you like a gummy charcoal pencil.
Could you
Charcoal.
just you could ask the machine give me the date of Elon Musk's death or something like that.
Yeah, but it's like a
Genius
cracker. It's like a
doodle.
cracker or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
That should already be in an episode of Star Trek. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, is it?
I like
did
that
y'all
weird
know that
stipulation.
Elon paid to have I don't remember, I think maybe the newer Star Trek Discovery or whichever, I don't know what's current now, but they literally reference him as like a historical figure in an episode of the newer Star Treks, because what I've heard is that he paid to be referenced for
Oh my
this.
lord.
That is so fucked up.
That's
man.
tremendous.
I think he did that in The Simpsons too. I think he was in The Simpsons and
Yeah,
I love
because
that. Star
he and
Trek is
Matt
supposed to be-
Groening have both been on fucking Epstein's flights. Like that's when it happened, I guess. Like
Oh, that's when they were discussion.
Well, they also mention Epstein as a historical figure who
in Star Trek.
yeah.
Really? Oh, I think that was in Deep Space Nine. I think I remember that.
Yeah.
Captain Sisko was like, Epstein didn't kill himself on, I think it was like season 3, episode 5.
Season 3.
Interestingly, also Epstein is a head in a jar in Futurama.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forgot
they
about
don't
that.
they don't have his name on it, but you can see
But you can tell. It's
Yeah.
You know it's him.
They have there's like a little egg floating next to him, egg-like thing.
Well, Harvey Weinstein was in Star Wars.
Really?
Yeah, Return of the Jedi. They go to that palace and there's that that thing there. You know what I'm talking about? He's all like, Princess Leia. It's all got its tongue all out and shit.
Yeah. I forgot that he
What's that tongue do?
Forgot he guessed it in that.
But there really is an orc that's based on him in the Lord of the Rings. Did y'all ever hear about that?
Yeah.
That's so fitting.
That
He
is
was so
funny.
hated.
Even before, even so much before.
No, everyone hated him. Yeah, even before the Me Too era. Everyone was taking a shit on Harvey Weinstein.
Right. It was before he was publicly
it,
hated. He was just more widely, privately hated.
Mm-hmm.
As one does. Well, speaking of Star Trek, have you guys heard about this? There is stay with me now. There is a subreddit for, apparently, if you like meth with communism, probably more of a Star Trek person. You probably, if that's not for you, you can actually go to a subreddit, meth without communism. They don't like Star Trek there. I don't even understand. How do they have subreddits for meth? This is a real thing?
So I checked it. I'm the one that put this on here because I couldn't believe it. And so apparently there are subreddits for meth, and they are just straight up doing meth. I mean, they're just doing meth. It's like it's like they're ranting. They're like,
sounds amazing.
They're just doing meth.
Yeah,
as one does in a subreddit.
It's a lot of videos of them smoking meth and just saying having a great time. Hope everyone's having a great day. It's a very supportive community, honestly.
What's crazy is the meth community and the VCR repair community kind of share a subreddit.
Oh yeah. Wow,
a lot of disassembling of VCRs that goes on.
I just want to know, does the meth subreddits, do they have people in their cars, posting stories where they're driving and smoking meth and rapping along to their favorite rap song? Is it like the weed community has those people? Does the meth have some similar
I expected to see that, but it was much more it
was drum and bass mostly.
there wasn't a lot of music. I mean, you can go to the subreddit and see it. And also it was oddly, this meth without communism, specifically this Reddit, almost has nothing, they don't talk about politics at all. They're all just doing meth and saying that they love meth and that they don't have any interest in it. They're just They don't want the communism, but
They
they're
love
not probably
that.
particular ideas.
I am super loving not sharing my meth, and I'm also having an extremely good time. God bless.
You know, as they say, there's no such thing as extra meth, right? And
Yes.
that's why communism and meth just don't.
The first post on the meth subreddit is just a title, well, there's that. And then it's a picture of someone's wall, and he took off all of the paneling and the sheetrock. And then there's just a bunch of comments that are like, yup, been there, you know.
Oh, God. I want to know, is like Walter White like the Rick of like the weed culture? Like, do people just like worship? Like, is he on their meth pipes if you go to the. I guess they don't have
Is it like
headshots
Rick and
for
Morty
meth.
of
Tyler, I
Yeah,
turned
yeah.
myself into a fucking pickle.
I mean, you know, Walter White and Jesse are pretty similar to, you know, Rick and Morty, if you
that
think about
is
it.
true, actually. One's a
And I'm s-
scientist,
And one's this little kid lackey.
one's a
you know?
14-year-old boy.
I'm sure if we Googled it, there's probably already fan art of like Walter White.
oh, for
and-
sure.
Oh my god, for
Let's
sure.
find out. We got to find out.
I'm
I
imagining.
I feel like meth is not as like I mean maybe I'm wrong, but it doesn't have as much of a culture surrounding it, you know?
Well, I
Hmm.
mean, that's what this subreddit is.
Oh, okay. I guess you're right. I guess you're right.
All right, let's see. Oh, yep, there it is. That just that fast. There's a GIF of Rick and Morty sitting in the desert, wearing the suits, the meth cooking suits. So yeah, this is very, very much not a novel idea. Interesting.
Yeah.
Have any of y'all ever smoked meth? It's
Um,
not behind the paywall, so if you want to plead the fifth, I understand.
Well, you know, these zinc gummies they're an allegory for something, you guys. You know,
Right?
yeah.
Are they blue?
Well, they're very crystally. Like, you take a look.
They're
I mean,
crystallized.
this is some good shit. Look at that shit.
Oh, that looks fucking
Look at that fucking
great.
shit. Look at that rock.
Rattling
Fuck
it around
yeah.
a fucking little light bulb.
One time I thought I was going to smoke meth. Turns out it was just fentanyl, just like every other, you know, hard
that'll
drug these
happen.
days.
Ah,
I
damn
like
Very
it.
different
smoked it and I was like,
experience.
what the fuck? Give me a break.
Just
Sorry.
getting so
That's
upset.
probably not my way.
You ever do meth and heroin at the same time?
No, I haven't actually. Should I try that?
Yeah, it's a good time. It's a good
Okay.
time.
Yeah, it's
time.
great.
How do
It's
you
like
usually,
you can
how do you
get
do it? Do you like sprinkle the meth on top of the heroin and then,
Well, no, I like to smoke the meth with one hand and then inject with the other one simultaneously.
Wow, you're taking a hit. Yeah, I could see that.
yeah.
super
So I took
coordinated?
yoga specifically so I could hit the plunger with my toes. So it's I don't know. It
Yucky.
takes a little bit of effort.
That
But
seems
They
yucky.
call
to me.
that a
you're not a
fate.
footman.
They call that a fate ball. No, they don't.
yeah,
Babe.
something like that. Something.
Well, I'm glad all of us don't smoke meth. I'm assuming
Yeah.
now, I
Oh
guess.
yeah.
No.
But the gummy vitamins
Not-
seem
not
way
yet.
more benign. Not yet. Oh. You can get meth gummies now, just so you know. You don't have to smoke
Right.
it or mainline it or anything. You can just
Exactly.
get your
Meth
daily.
gummies.
Mm-hmm.
I do like.
They're actually
much-
extremely hard. They're more like hard candies. But
How similar is something like
Try.
Adderall to meth? I mean, really,
Well,
realistically.
you know, I take Adderall every day. You know, and as far as I can tell, it's pretty much the same thing. You know, just
Okay. just
just
without the
Exactly
heroin.
the same thing.
it's basically the same thing. It doesn't hit you all at once like the meth does. You know, that's the difference. That's the main
Right,
thing,
right.
The meth, everything just explodes, and then you
Do you
take your
smoke
wallet
your
out.
Adderall?
Yeah, I smoke my Adderall.
Okay,
of course,
my
yeah.
doctor, he wasn't on board with that for me, which was frustrating because
You got to melt it in a little spoon first, which you know what's crazy is I have a prescription. I'm taking this in prescribed doses, but I'm still melting it in a spoon. I don't know, old habits, you know.
that
I can't.
seems unnecessary, Kim. Just
It's just like you lose the, you know, like the. All right, so you start melting something in a spoon, and like surf music starts playing automatically. You know what I mean? And I would
like
miss
Dick
that.
Dale or something.
Yeah, exactly. And then you just swallow a pill, nothing Nothing. No
Right.
incidental music.
Right. Nothing, not everything in the background doesn't blur and sort of fade.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
People don't know this, but the Venn diagram of like Dick Dale fans and freebasers is almost a circle.
It's
like
basically a circle.
this.
Yeah.
It's there's just a little like waning crescent on each side.
There's a little, and Quentin Tarantino is in one of the crescents.
It's basically a waxing gibbous, almost to the fullest potential of.
Yeah.
I know my moon phases. Over
waxing gibbous Venn diagram.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to hear the phrase waxing gibbous on the pod tonight, but
I did that earlier tonight. It looks great. I mean, I just got to say.
This 8 p.m.
Not fun, but the gibbous is looking smooth and... Hey, I went for it. Come on, guys. Give me that one.
No, I like it.
I'm glad you take care of your gibbous. It's good to wax them every now and then.
Yeah. I mean, I've only done it twice in my life, but...
Yeah, it's worth it, though, every time.
Mm-hmm.
Of course,
it doesn't feel that way.
Why don't I do this more often, you know?
I'm going to actually get my gibbous laser hair removed.
Congratulations. That's beautiful.
Really?
Now, was your gibbous cut, you know? Or are you...
it's waxing. So, mostly.
Okay. Can you wax that thing off? I mean, I'm trying to... Is that what happens to little babies? You know, when they're born, they just like...
Right, that's what they call it.
Yeah.
Gib. Yeah, the waned.
Would you like
those waned babies?
Gibbous waxed or not? You know, it's your choice.
I don't have a gibbous, obviously. I was born with a, a vibus, whatever the fuck.
That gibbusy?
Yeah. Yep.
What that gibbusy do? It waxes and wanes too.
It wanes. Is this what Wayne's World is about?
There we go.
I don't know.
We're really on the same level.
We're really hitting fertile ground here.
1 for 1.
Yes. So speaking of
5 minutes of Gib talk. Sorry, go ahead, Willow.
Yeah. Speaking of fertile ground, Elon Musk is selling off Twitter's furniture.
Yeah,
wow.
You know, I had to read the article to really understand, and it's like, I get it because he's like running the company into the ground, and so of course he's probably just selling off assets to make the balance sheets look better. But like, I guess this building that the Twitter headquarters in used to be like a contemporary furniture. I don't know if it was a museum or whatever, but like,
sure,
it's not just like he's selling, standing desk and chairs and shit like that. It's like actual,
like 20-gallon vegetable dryers.
Excuse me,
and a kegerator beer dispenser.
Okay. Yeah, it sounds much worse now.
2 orange stationary cycles that double as charging stations.
Oh, a succulent studded terrace where Tom Hanks once played cornhole.
I beg your pardon.
High price item. Didn't know that I'd be saying that tonight.
Can we isolate Phil saying that?
We have to purchase that, guys. We have
can you say it again really slow?
A succulent studded terrace where Tom Hanks once played cornhole. That's the name of the episode.
That's the name of the episode. That's the name of the episode right there.
Glad we got that one figured out. Check that box.
These are things like they're just like things specific to Twitter, or some of them too, like the giant @ symbol.
Right.
Like, I mean, the giant Twitter bird that's like, I mean,
yeah, who's going to buy that?
He's selling shit like a junkie. Like I don't know what to tell you.
Like yeah. Speaking of taking a
trying to fill his Adderall prescription. Okay.
Yeah, which I would respect if he was doing it because he was, trying to feed some sort of habit. It would be better than whatever he is doing. Like
yeah, I think if he was addicted to drugs, like we'd at least be having a good time on Twitter.
Yeah,
I know. It'd
probably be a little funny. Maybe
he'd bring the Meth Without Communism community right onto Twitter and just let them post on main. Mm-hmm. That would be sick, man. That would revive Twitter, I think, in some ways.
Related to this, I did see like a tweet or something the next day after Elon went on stage with Dave Chappelle. He introduced Elon at the event as the world's richest man. Yeah. And then I don't know the correlation between the two. There's probably not any, but like apparently the next day his value had dropped enough probably from like Tesla's stock just keeps tanking.
Yeah.
That he's just not the richest man in the world anymore.
No,
and it's just so funny.
His wealth halved, or a little bit less than halved, which is like insane. I mean, his wealth was like absolutely ridiculous to think about, but it's like most of it was tied up in Tesla stock, and that just keeps dropping like a tank over and over and over again.
What is this? I mean, what does that mean? Like, is the company's value just based on Elon's behavior? Like,
no, I think it's a couple things. Like, also, so they're, Tesla is selling really expensive cars into a recession, which is always bad, and he's also, like his behavior is going to affect some of the stock because it's kind of like he's doing all this shit. He's clearly tied up with Twitter. So people are like, who the fuck who's running Tesla then? Because part of the allure of Tesla is that this genius is running it. And he's clearly not doing that right now. He's selling furniture on fucking Craigslist.
See, those people are dumb because it was never Elon running the place to begin with. Any company he's ever had that's successful in any way, he's had nothing to do with. If you notice,
outside of a figurehead,
I saw a shout out to the C-SPAN group. I don't go in there much, but I saw somebody posted. I can't remember who posted. I think it was Sam or Courtney. It was like a screenshot just from some comment section of a guy. Oh yeah, and it was so good. It was Courtney, and it said, "I'll give you 3 guesses." And the comment was just something like, "Read a fucking book, even if he just hired a guy who hired a guy who hired a guy who created the first recyclable." Rocket. He's contributed more to society than almost anybody ever. And I'm just like, damn, the dick riding for Elon is so
insane
hard. It goes so hard. It's
remarkable.
I would love to have my dick rode that hard. I just want everybody listening to the show, please go online and defend me for absolutely no reason.
Yeah.
Like,
but there are reasons to defend you. That's the thing.
Yeah. I want to be as like demonstrably horrible, just objectively horrible as him or like Jeff Bezos are, and just have the people that dick ride them just because they're rich. It's incredible, man.
There should be a part of Cameo for this. It doesn't even have to be like celebrities. It could just be people. Like, I'll pay $25 for this person that's like regularly attractive to just ride my dick in a video that I can post. Like,
you can definitely pay people to ride your dick. That's
well, I'm metaphorically, Kim.
Usually
you can pay attractive people to ride your dick.
And the video part is kind of complicated.
Email me?
But
that information.
Craigslist.
This is. I'm not in New York City though, for the record. I mean, I don't know if they have that in Arvada, Colorado.
.com
back page Craigslist
M4M. Okay.
Yes. Thank you, Kim.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate this.
Yeah. The Elon dick riding will always be a source of entertainment. You got to wonder when that's going to like crash. Cause like, is that sustainable forever? I mean, maybe it is, but it's got to be like
people still dick ride Trump. They'll still dick ride.
Well, like a certain subset will they won't be able to admit that they were ever wrong about something. So they'll be like, he could be
What
awful.
is it that compels people to defend Elon online in the first place? What is it they did? Is it the millionaire grind set, except it's much worse?
I think it's like incorporating that into liking Elon. Elon is part of who you are, right? So in defending,
because he's
Elon,
like the exemplar of what you want to be. Which is
you're like
someone who
you're like on a team.
Anything
you're on a team, and you're all collectively like rooting for this guy who represents your team. I mean, that's how I interpret it, but there's many reasons.
That's fair.
I mean, I just want to say for the hair plug community out there, I 100% support if you have, the need to get some hair plugs. I think that's balling. And so for that reason, I can relate to Elon supporters. Mm-hmm. Like, if my hairline, which by the way, my hairline is looking nice. I got a good hairline.
Looking great.
Looking pretty good.
Phenomenal hairline.
But if it started to recede, like I would absolutely be looking into hair plugs because I think that's great. I mean, if you want to have a nice head of hair, then you should.
Beautiful head of hair.
And so for that reason, what the fuck is going on? Trying to support.
This is how it happens. It's a.
So they got him.
What's the opposite of a woke mind virus? We got
hair plug,
a sleepy Elon, I don't know.
The hair
But
plug seep.
You've
Leave
got
it on,
the
go on.
for a
Stave
second.
off the mind virus through the hair plugs. It goes
Right.
in the scalp
Mhm.
to the brain. And
But that's what I'm saying is I think that you kind of got the Elon dick riding virus. No offense for a moment there.
Oh, you're
you know, you
right.
started to go off on
But
the
you push
path.
it off.
it's because I was wanting to like get like a widow's peak like hair
Uh-huh.
plug implant. Like I wanted it to come down to here, you know, like a Batman mask or something. Totally unnecessary.
Like a member of the Misfits.
It's like using a penis pump when you already have like a 12-incher, you know, like come on. Just stop, all right? There's only so much anybody can do with that.
Yeah, there's only so much blood in a person's body. You're right.
That's true. You guys ever think about what Mr. Incredible did with his dick?
Yeah.
I am now.
Sometimes I do.
Did he have a
think
little
like just
wagon
wrapped it
for
around people like a snake kind of thing? And
Um,
would it feel good
Wait,
to be
don't you
wrapped
mean his
around?
wife?
a
Wasn't his
dick
wife
snake?
the stretchy one?
No, Mr. Fantastic or whatever.
Oh.
Oh, Fantastic
Oh,
Four,
Fantastic.
Mr.
The
Who the fuck is
Incredibles a
Mr.
different
Incredible?
thing.
That's from the fucking yeah.
Which I'm a fan of the Incredibles probably over the Fantastic Four because Miss Incredible had that dump truck,
She had that ass.
Yeah,
juicy
shit,
dumper. You know what I'm saying?
And she
That's
could
what I call
reshape
it.
her body however she wanted, and
Yeah.
she
She's doing that on
thankfully
purpose.
for all of us, she gave herself a big old dump truck.
She
So-
said, "I need a juicy dumper," which is what people like that when you call
That was
their
actually
butt
the
a
original title of the film.
juicy dumper.
Juicy Dumper.
That was the
Pixar's
working
original
title. That was like the secret.
Disney didn't like it. Yeah.
Well, no, they always have like a title, that for the production, and then they,
Like Blue Harvest or
right.
whatever.
So the juicy dumper was just for the production.
It was on
So they
the-
wrapped. Everyone, this has been a successful shoot of Juicy Dumper. Great job.
Yeah.
Production
Good
is
job,
officially
We're
over.
wrapping on Juicy Dumper.
Well,
We've done it.
Speaking of juicy dumpers, did you guys see that there's the
Nice transition. there.
the 2022 Pornhub Year in Review?
I did not. Tell me
Not
about
see
that.
that.
Okay, I posted a link.
I thought you were transitioning to the Trump thing. That could
Oh
have
my
gone
God.
so many ways.
I should have this opportunity.
Perfect.
In my defense, they both work.
Yes, very
do.
well.
We can circle back around to the other Juicy Dumper transition. Well, how does Pornhub in Review work? Do you have to have like an account, or does it just do it? From
No,
your-
it just I saw an article that they had Pornhub in Review, and they have they do like a yearly overview of like the world.
So this isn't a personal Pornhub.
No, could you imagine if they did like a Spotify
Yes,
year
I'm
in review?
Imagining
Here were your
that
favorite
right now.
clips.
BBW.
Hell yeah.
Girl with bangs. That would be my
The
Ooh.
top seven searches are as follows though.
Okay, let's hear it.
Number 1, reality. Which
Ooh.
is, I mean, I get it, but also, aren't we all trying to escape reality? Isn't that why would you want to be?
Well,
living?
yeah, but
now
even
that you say,
reality
now that
isn't
you
really
mention
real.
it,
You know, why reality, right?
They're
Yeah.
avoiding a certain amount of uncanny valley in their porn escape, right? They
Mhm.
needed a little more grounded. They were tired of the Tifa Italian Senate experience. They wanted, they wanted it to be kind of normal. It sounds
Yeah.
like
Mm-hmm. They want
people are
it to
tired.
Yeah,
of-
because in reality, sex is always super normal.
Yeah.
you'd be surprised how often it is just so normal.
I want really real sex, like just like
That's
incredibly awkward.
Yeah.
Just
Weird sounds.
uncomfortable.
Yeah,
Simon
me
Says.
Smells are
not
kind of,
enjoying it.
hard to place.
Yeah, just profound disappointment at the end of the video. That was,
Yeah, reminds me of the YouTube 2020 or whatever with Will Smith. That was the most downloaded.
that was the
video
most
on YouTube.
disappointing and therefore erotic video of all time. if you ask me.
Right. Well, some people are into this, like shaming, as a kink. So
Yeah. I kind of like the disappointment thing. Like you eat like a cold, half-eaten Crunchwrap Supreme, like at the end of your bed, looking down.
Mhm.
no clothes
Afterward.
on.
And then you
And
realize
it's
you were
full of
just
cum.
jerking off, and that there was no other person. And
There's no one there. You take a sip of your stale diet
diet
beer,
root beer, and then
and-
fuck the crunch wrap
and
and
then
call
you
it a
fuck the
night.
Yes.
Tuck yourself in.
You tuck yourself
Yes.
in. You take a nap. You
We
know,
at Baca
very
Tell-
relatable.
Get
Another
on to
Saturday
Silva,
night
ASMR.
in the bag, baby.
I like to look at the actual search terms on this. It says searches for real amateur homemade grew by 300%. homemade
Yep.
swingers, homemade threesomes.
Ugh,
Real,
so
God,
many.
I don't even want a factory made
couple.
swinger.
real massage, organic
Amazing.
dick.
Organic dick, dude.
No, I just made that one up. Sorry.
Oh,
I'm
Non-GMO?
kind of curious though now.
Well, that's just uncircumcised. That's all.
mm-hmm.
Oh,
Well,
for
let's
sure.
let's do the rest of these real quick. So we got number 1, reality. Number 2, gender. Woke mind virus is getting to us.
Wait,
big
who
time
goes
here.
to Pornhub and types in gender?
So I think they were trying to soften the blow of it being actually transgender, is what
It
actually
definitely
because that's
said
what it says.
female. Yeah, it's definitely like a
Gender,
very.
the transgender category grew by 75%
Why
to
won't
become
they?
the 7th most popular worldwide and is the number 1 category in Brazil.
You know, people who aren't trans also have a gender, so I just feel like they could have picked.
Weird, a very strange selection.
I think in their solution
Searching
inadvertently
AMAB.
makes things worse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Why not go by specific?
AFAB porn.
Sure, people are going to Pornhub and typing in AFAB.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I do every time.
searching by pronouns.
Oh
he,
god.
him / Zize.
Oh, the Z's
Oh my God, could
section.
you
That
imagine
goes
nightmare?
wild. That goes wild.
Yeah, it's something else.
Number 3 is group sex.
Okay.
Threesomes
Okay.
category grew by 34%.
I can't
And
handle.
there's been a 133% increase in orgy as a search term.
Personally, I don't
Wow.
like. I only like one dick in my porn. That's just me. But like,
Only you're a one dick kind of
Okay.
guy.
yeah,
That's fair.
that's all.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
It's just there's no
Any more dicks is too many dicks.
just
what you're
one,
saying.
please, or none.
Just one or no dicks. The next one is outdoors, which is
Really?
kind of a surprise to me. The outdoor category grew by 121% to join the top 10 worldwide.
Have any of y'all ever had sex outdoors? I mean, once again, feel free to plead the fifth.
Are we
but
talking about like the great outdoors, like you're camping, or
Like a
just like
tent will
behind
count,
like
but I'm
the
really-
Target?
yes,
All right, yeah,
behind
well,
like a
the-
Wendy's or
behind the Target, behind the Wendy's, the TJ Maxx several
TJ
times.
Maxx.
Yeah, out in the
in
open.
front of the Target.
no walls, no
Wow,
tent.
in
On one
front
of
of
those
the
little
Target, I'm not
balls.
lewd.
I've never done that. No,
No?
I don't think I have the balls.
if we're
for
not
it.
counting a Burlington Coat Factory, then no.
Well, I mean, it's
outside of it or
basically
inside
outside.
of it.
Both.
Oh, it counts.
Half in, half out.
Mhm.
Doesn't matter.
In the
Number
doorway.
5 is positions. Scissoring grew by 96%.
Wow.
Which is that
What does that
okay?
say?
That's not a thing. That's not a real thing. Women
So what,
do. I don't
scissoring?
like it. Yeah, scissoring. Is it?
Of course it is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but
a
it
big
can't be a
definitely
thing
is.
that's that much of a thing. I refuse.
Well,
to
it's
believe
not
Why
like it
not?
is in porn. It's necessarily.
I mean,
but
think
no
about
sex
it-
is like it is in porn.
Think
but,
about like how fun like frauding has to be, you
or
know?
dry humping.
Like
or,
it's
you
the
know,
same
like,
thing.
These things happen,
except-
Matt. These things
Okay.
happen.
All right, all right. I'm warming up to the scissoring thing. Okay, maybe it deserves to have a 96% increase in search terms. Okay, I got
There
it.
you
I
go.
don't know
Number
about
6 is-
98%. Like, let's tone it down a little bit. You know?
Maybe that's what I'm
I'd
saying.
put
Okay,
that
like
at a
30%
cool
increase.
69, if you know what I'm saying.
Cool 69%.
Yeah.
But number 6 is feet. It grew by 38% worldwide.
Oh God,
and,
they're growing.
and most interestingly,
I thought they were going away.
no, they're not. The feet are multiplying,
It won't up.
and it grew
Wow.
145% among female visitors.
This is unique.
Very interesting.
Wow.
Very
Wow.
interesting.
So feet are crossing the gender barrier, the gender
Mhm.
border. Feet
Apparently.
walking across the border
The
of
woke
gender.
mind virus strikes again, is what I'm saying.
That's beautiful.
Mhm.
That's beautiful.
Number 7, femdom.
Feet are very woke. What? Femdom.
Femdom.
I'm done.
Pegging was a top trend. Cuckold grew by 18%, and bondage joined the world's top 20.
All right, nice. Hey, I'm
Beautiful.
happy about all this, all these developments.
I'm happy and supportive of all these developments.
I love it.
Even the feet
This
ones.
is all
though?
very encouraging.
Everyone.
Well,
should
see,
come
it
a lot
proves
and hard.
my theory right that whenever anybody like starts coming in your posts and commenting on your selfies with like the ironic like foot, oh, the feet guys are gonna come out, like it proves to me that those people are just turning around and going to Pornhub and searching for gender feet.
They're
I
It's
wouldn't even
like-
need to go to Pornhub. They could go to like any beach or
They could.
I don't know, a
Right.
Payless.
A Walmart in the
go to
south.
this pool, the public pool.
They're not allowed at the beach anymore.
I don't know. Is it? I don't like the idea that it's like the unconsenting voyeur situation. Like I think if you want to watch videos where people are like, "These are my feet for your sexual purposes," I think that's much better than going in public and being like, "Yeah, look at those feet."
I like to
For
think
sure.
that's what all the foot
Swim.
videos are titled. These are my feet for your sexual purposes.
Very high
Very
ranking.
explicit. It's very
Very
explicit.
high ranking. Trust me, it's SEO. It just trust me.
Yeah, that is some primo SEO right there.
I really-
They're the top Pornhub feet posters that just do this. I promise you.
Yeah, because I know when I'm searching for feet on the internet, I type in feet for my sexual purposes. And this is the first videos that come up.
Yeah, me too, Kim.
Oh, good. We have something to bond over.
Well, it's
later.
like it's
We
like
can
you learn.
sidebar about this.
It's like a magic code or like a magic word you learn. It's like
Oh, yeah.
the AI prompts. You learn a certain one that works, and you just keep going back.
Right.
That's
They're called explicit for more than one reason, is what you're saying.
yes.
I'm
I'm actually not into feet at all. For the record, I don't.
I don't know, you're doing
that's
a lot
not
of feet
true. I
talk
take it
for-
back.
Oh, well, whoa!
No, he does.
Live on the air, Phil.
Just saying.
Phil's a foot
10%
man.
I'm
foot
open.
guy.
I'm open. Yeah, exactly. I think I'm like at 10% right now.
Well, they are
Right
very
now,
close.
it's a fluctuating thing. It's a growing.
Yeah,
Who
it's
would
growing.
deny a nice lubed foot job? I'm just saying. I wouldn't.
Freshly
Lubed.
pedicured foot job. Yeah, I know. Hey,
Yeah, the pedicure, it goes a long way. Got to get the shout out
cast
to
the first
Galvano.
stone. He who has not.
Bite your corns off before you give me a foot job, please. I'm so sorry.
I'm really loving this map. There's a map of the U.S. and
Oh.
by state it has every has the top search term, and there's some really good
God.
ones, and it's very varied. I thought it would be more kind of like it's
Homogenous. Yeah.
yeah, like certain regions have like their preferences, or like just most of it was one thing, but it's not.
Can I ask what's Texas?
Okay, Texas is panties. Just
Come
panties,
on.
just to wear panties. So tame,
God.
isn't that very
Fucking
tame?
Damn it, Texas!
Yeah. Kind of like not living up to the, badass. I thought it was going to be
I would have
something
loved
fucked
it
up.
if it was BBW because everything's bigger in Texas. Whatever, it would have been a great,
You let us down.
great thing.
Just imagine King Hank Hill, saying panties.
King
Panties.
Hank Hill. Yeah. Panties. Oh, to close.
My five royal subject. I can't do it. I can never do impressions on this
what's
fucking
New
show.
York?
We're trying to draw
Well,
Hank Hill
what's
from
New
memory
York?
right now.
Interestingly, Oregon's top search term is furry. So,
Oh, that doesn't surprise me.
Oregon, that's rough.
Well, it gets cold in Oregon, so that
Mhm.
makes some sense.
Yeah.
If I were in the Pacific Northwest, I'd probably be like 50% more likely to become a furry.
Yeah, what else you got to do? Matt, New York. What does it say?
Dominican.
Well, okay. Well,
So there you go.
not shocked, I guess. I don't know.
yeah. But interestingly, Pennsylvania is hairy pussy.
No, that's also not shocking.
That's
You
that's
Amish
absolutely.
country. You know what I mean? So
Wisconsin, pegging.
that
do we
does not
got?
surprise me either. My
I'm
What
trying
do we
to
got?
Fargo?
surprise you with one of these, but I'm not getting anywhere.
What do we got in
Okay.
Massachusetts? Probably something boring.
Massachusetts is college. College.
I'm actually
Yeah.
impressed by how many states shapes you can recognize because I'm looking at some of these going like, oh, I should know what that state is, but I don't. Which one is the cream pie? Is that Iowa?
They think it refers
Where
to an
is
actual
cream
pie.
Oh, cream pie is what is that? It's Iowa, I think.
Wow,
I'm checking here.
Iowa.
Yeah, Iowa. Yeah, Iowa.
Surprising. Breeders, a lot of breeder kinks in Iowa, I guess. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
Oklahoma, anime.
Oklahoma.
shit.
That
Maine
makes
and
sense.
anime. I'm sorry, Maine and Oklahoma and Maine both have anime. They're both.
I really like I really like North Carolina just says big black ass.
Big black ass. That's
yeah, it
just
does.
Specific.
just straight to it. Not big ass like Georgia. Big black ass. Gilf in South Carolina. Grandma, I'd like to fuck, dude. That's fucking
sounds
fuck.
like South
Or
Carolina.
grandpa.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
That is very
We don't
Tennessee,
know.
I did not expect Tennessee would have strap on. This is
Oh, that
this
doesn't
is
surprise
really
me.
not. I mean, but it makes sense. The shape of the state is very.
Virginia
Yeah,
is
it's
just-
literally a strap-on
Virginia
shape.
is just smoking. Smoking, dude?
As a kink, as a
That's a weird kink. Like smoking.
I'm not. Yeah, I don't get it.
I do love that Oklahoma and Maine have anime, and the much more cultured Kansas has hentai.
I was gonna
And
say.
Idaho as well.
I was gonna
I
say.
wouldn't have expected that Colorado is goth. That's
That's a
I
weird
would have.
one.
I would expect there's Rick and Morty or
Sorry, Kim, you were saying?
I wasn't saying anything. I was just saying. I knew one of the states had to get the term right for hentai.
Yeah, eventually.
So people in Oklahoma, they don't know it's called hentai. They're just like, the anime, whatever, Cartoon porn, is that on any of them? Because that'd be another one.
yeah, it's
Is it
actually in
Nicktoons?
Nevada.
Yes.
Is
Nevada's
Nicktoons porn
cartoon.
on any of those states?
Hmm?
Nicktoons porn on any of those states?
Not that
No, but
specific.
it's kind of implied with Nevada that they're, it's
That's
cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really
yeah, and
like
they released Rocco's Modern Cock,
Cacos.
Very recently. That's
the
a new
short
thing.
series last year. Yeah,
What is PMV? Am I? What
Point
is
of
that? It's,
view.
no, PMV.
Porn
PMV.
music video. I've been told.
Porn music video.
Oh, okay,
God.
that
Yeah, not
makes
that I know
sense.
anything about it, but it's like
You answered
it's
that
like
too
it's like literally like some of them are like Guitar Hero where they have like little up and down motions at the bottom, and they're supposed to like last
God.
throughout the whole
No.
video
No.
or whatever. And you're supposed to come right when it's like come now or whatever. So it's like a game that you play.
That's
Um,
incredible. Are you?
yeah.
Are you
Well,
thinking
it
this
doesn't.
or is this
Isn't
real?
that?
I am
Isn't
not,
that
I'm not. I
technically
said-
jerk off instructions though?
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
jerk off
exactly.
instructions is like you're gonna look at my feet and
I
jerk
see.
off.
That is
And
different.
this one is like it's like a whole ass like.
But it is
Yeah.
instructing
Porn
you.
music.
More
video.
independent.
Ohio. That might be the weirdest one on the entire list. Then
Which-
Ohio
what-
takes the cake. That's the weirdest one for me.
Which
porn
one is it?
music video?
PMV?
Porn
Oh,
music
yeah, that's
video.
terrible.
Yeah.
I do
That's-
like that Alaska has breast expansion.
Yeah, breast
which I
expansion.
don't
That's
know what the
also
fuck that
really
means.
incredible.
Breast
niche.
expansion.
What is
Alaska,
that even?
they're
I've
the
never even
final
heard.
frontier. They're always trying to expand shit out there. That makes sense.
I can see Russia from my breasts. Okay.
Damn.
I like that Utah is just Mormon. That's what they're looking for. Mormon
They kept
porn.
it very
Don't they get enough
on
of
the
that?
nose.
Like,
Yeah, right.
Jesus
Imagine
Christ.
living in Utah, being Mormon,
And
that's your
porn
sex
has
life.
to be Mormon too.
and you go on Pornhub and search Mormon because that's just how you have to. And
Well,
why
it was
does
probably
say
More
jump
niche. It was
humping?
probably
It's like-
jump humping. Yeah, exactly.
It should say soaking. Let's just be real here.
Vermont's is casting.
What does that mean?
Casting.
I
Oh
don't
my
know.
God.
Oh, like
Casting
cast.
thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
okay.
Why?
Anyone,
made up.
any really degenerate state into like sounding or some shit like.
I was trying to see, but it doesn't look like any of them. Not for a top search term. There's just rub. One of them is rub. Which state is that? Nebraska. Yeah, Nebraska. Nebraska is just rub. That's all it is. Just rub.
Yeah.
Rub.
Come on, you guys.
Rub.
Try it
That's a
little
weird one.
harder.
That's because that's how people in Nebraska have like flirt with each other. They're like rub, and the other one's like rub, and, they go, rub, and then they rub. You know.
I like.
just,
Is it Arizona
your
that
vibe
says
there.
shower? Like
Yeah, it is Arizona that
the whole
that
state is
fucking-
just so hot and dry. They're just like, fuck it. I need to see.
Well, and everyone
water
in
pour.
Arizona needs a shower, so that makes
I
sense.
need a drip while I watch this. Make me-
Michigan's is just sucking dick.
Well, it's because Michigan sucks dick, so like, they did that to themselves.
Right.
You got.
Wow, that was a good idea. I'm glad we did that because I needed to know all those things. Been missing out on that knowledge.
I'm gonna be searching some terms after we're
Yeah.
Let's see if we can
Finish up the
influence
show.
the 2023 results for Pornhub, everybody, in your
Oh,
own
yeah.
state. Pick a
Mhm.
trend that you want to, hit the top of the list and start searching it
The
today.
lower the population of your state, the more you can influence it.
I want
So
to see sounding on there. I
I
want
wanna
to see
see
Montana,
all
South
across the
Dakota,
USA.
go to town. Just go
I
on
wanna
there
see
and you put
micro
sounding.
penis. I want to
Yeah.
see
Gel- Jelking.
Oh, hell yeah.
jelking. Yeah,
Jello,
let's get
Jello
it, man.
fucking,
there it is.
of course.
That's the callback.
And I mean, with that, I think that's a great place to say this has been episode 58 of the Suck, which is the top Pornhub search in Alabama. The Suck. If
Oh,
y'all
very
didn't-
good. Very good. Very
It's,
good.
yeah,
With two
they
C's specifically.
enjoy that. Yeah, with
Actually,
two
the
C's. No,
Suck Phil. I don't know why that's.
It's weird. Top gay
Yeah.
search term is the Suck Phil. I don't know.
Wow.
Strange.
understandable. I mean, the Widow's Peak. Don't worry, I'm gonna get that going. And really gonna get the turn to take off. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Listeners, if you're enjoying the show, make sure you get bonus episodes over on patreon.com/thesuck or anchor.fm/ I don't know, it's something with dashes and everything. Just search for the Suck and subscribe. It's on Patreon. Join our group, the Suck Shane Posting. Join our Discord. You can suggest show ideas if you're in the Discord. Join our Pornhub secret channel where we show feet. And Matt jokes for everyone.
I'll joke.
I haven't been able to bring myself to watch it yet. But
missing
you
out.
Gotta watch it.
can
Phil.
also see
Those
Kimberly
eels
choke on
were
hot
hungry.
dogs.
I got
I starved him.
All right, everybody. Well, that's our show for tonight. Thanks for tuning in. We love you all. Good night.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Stay